Hello everyone, this is the Seeker of Grace, and I will be continuing my Elden Ring Bare Hands challenge run. In this episode, I will be fighting Starscourge Radahn. I apologize for my prolonged silence. I was preoccupied with my fight against Radahn. I'll be careful not to spend too much time on any particular activity in the future. As a quick reminder of the rules of this challenge, I am only allowed to use my bare hands while fighting this boss. And again, if you enjoy seeing me bashing bosses like a madman, then please click on the like and subscribe buttons. I hope you enjoy the video. The Radahn Festival. Why am I here, you ask? Because I need to beat at least 2 Shardbearers before I can access Leyndell. Rennala's sorceries will be a struggle for me to handle, and Rykard simply has too much health, among other things. And so here I am, at the Radahn Festival, ready to fight the second Shardbearer. Radahn is no slouch, but he certainly is less annoying than the other 2 bosses. After making the necessary preparations, and listening to a sad story, I proceed to face Radahn with the power of friendship. Or not. If you recall the rules I have set for this challenge, I am not allowed to damage the boss through the use of cooperators. This effectively means that I am not allowed to summon any cooperators for this boss fight. So to the whole company of warriors who are prepared to fight alongside me, I'm sorry, but this festival is a private party for 2. Compared to the other bosses I have faced thus far, Radahn is a lot more difficult. This is primarily because his attacks deal a lot more damage. Hence, for every mistake that I make, I pay a heftier price. Just like the other boss fights I have attempted thus far, the beginning was rough. Well, it did not take me long to learn his attack patterns, and I was confident that I would be able to beat him if I kept my guard up. And then he transitioned into Phase 2. I had very conveniently forgotten that Radahn is a wielder of gravity magic. And as I pondered over the fight against Radahn, I quickly realized that it had a dreaded third phase. Fortunately, because of the grand entrance he makes at the beginning of Phase 3, it's possible to make him fall into the sea to his death, thus sparing me the trouble of having to fight him in his sort of ultimate form. Yes, I have hatched the most brilliant plan. Only, I have to fight him all over again, starting from Phase 1, using my bare hands. And triggering Phase 3 was a lot easier said than done. I would come to learn that a lot of the attacks Radahn gains in Phase 2 are really difficult to dodge. Every time I reached Phase 2 of Radahn's fight, and every time I was trounced thoroughly by him. After going through the horrible experience that is Phase 2, I decided to limit myself to 30 attempts on this monster's head before yielding. Finally, all my efforts paid off, and finally, I was given the chance to cheese him. And I failed miserably. There were 2 parts to my failure. The first was that I failed to dodge his attack. The second was that I failed to lure him into the sea. Of course, I knew to take this one step at a time. The first problem was easily resolved. If I could not dodge Radahn's attack, I simply had to shield myself from it. It was time to obtain the opaline bubble tier. I travelled to the minor Erdtree in the Weeping Peninsula. There, I fought the bearer of the opaline bubble tier the Erdtree avatar. Unlike Radahn, this boss's attacks were slow and easy to dodge. I took many risks and was hit several times, but I beat it rather quickly. I mixed this newfound bubble tier into my concoction and prepare to face the beast that is Starscourge Radahn. I just have to make sure that I conserve my Flask of Wondrous Physic for Phase 3. That should be simple enough, right? When I reach Phase 3, I activate my shield and wait patiently for Radahn's descent. Well, at least the shield served its function. Solving the second problem was the true challenge. I had to figure out, through trial and error, where to position myself in order to make Radahn plunge into the sea. Several times I tried, and several times I failed. And before I knew it, I had exhausted all 30 attempts. Having fought Radahn for so long, I felt desperate to beat him. So before I gave up, I resorted to one more trick, luring Radahn off the cliff and to his death. And this was the outcome. I tried it a few more times, to no avail. Maybe it was because I made a mistake, but I don't remember it being this difficult to perform. Well, that said, I have another idea. I will travel back to a time when Radahn did not know the gravity of his gravity, and I will use that gravity to crush him. My apologies, but I will have to place this challenge on hold until then. Mark my words, Starscourge Radahn. The next time we meet, you will be falling helplessly off a cliff. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, please click on the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you for watching.